Hi, my name is Colin. I'm the founder of Beyond Philosophy, and today we're continuing our series of interviews with Steve Elliott, the CEO of Morgan Sindall Fit Out. So Steve, if you can just take a step back, there are a lot of people that are going to be asking themselves, how you went about making that decision. Can you tell us a bit about that, please?
It was part and part, actually. The biggest thing was, for us, it was a leap of faith, a real leap of faith of, do we want to continue doing what's a reasonable job and carry on being where we want to be in the market positioning and the size of the company that we were? And clearly the answer for us was absolutely not. We wanted to be the best, and we wanted to be in any sector we're in, we want to be the number one in that sector. So it was a leap of faith. We could talk to staff about the projects which we recorded through our customer satisfaction questionnaires that went wrong, and how much we believe it cost us to put those jobs right. The physical cost of putting those jobs right, never mind the fact that client would never come back to you again, right. Or you would find that you would struggle to win a project again from that client. And we totted that up, and we held one-day seminars with every single member of staff to launch Perfect Delivery after the conference, to explain what we're going to do, how they can help us, what they believe the blockers were, and what would make it successful. And at that, I introduced every single seminar, and I closed every seminar. And the staff were incredibly sceptical about how it's going to go. We told them it was a 5-year plan, a 7-year plan, and that we would guarantee perfect delivery to all our clients. And that was the uniqueness of this. And a lot of the people from the finance and the commercial side said, well, what do you mean by guarantee? And we said to them, well, we will give back some of our fee if we don't achieve perfect delivery on that project. So right. That really shocked the staff to feel that, well, they won't, no one will sign perfect delivery or agree perfect delivery because they can get some money back. And we said, well, no, people who get a great job done for them, who've got a perfect job done, will be absolutely delighted. And not only will we get more work, they will be willing to pay more for the service that they get in the longer term. And that was a leap of faith. Right. So we galvanised the staff through saying, this is going to be led by myself, and I'm going to put half my life into doing this. So going back to your original question, it was half and half. It was a leap of faith. We had some statistics, but we didn't know what the real gain would be, because no one has done this route map before. So, sure. But it felt right, and by and large, the staff started very sceptical, but believed it would be great to work for an organisation like that. In fact, from those first seminars that we did with our staff, we got 607 ideas, most of them polite, about how we could improve the business and use perfect delivery as a galvaniser. And so to give you an example, what that meant is, in our industry, we use a lot of suppliers and business partners, subcontractors, etc. And particularly our site-based staff, which is the vast majority of our organisation, project managers, construction managers and mechanical consultants, etc., felt that if we could be the best in the industry in paying, we weren't bad, but if we could be the best in the industry at paying, then it would galvanise the supply chain into working with us with this.
Can you tell us a bit more about paying the supply chain?
We went to our board, to our main board, and said to them, look, we would like to remove £250,000 a year from our budget in interest earned by when we're paid, and there's a slight delay until we pay our supply chain, and pay them even before we're paid, so that we become the number one place that those suppliers want to work, people that they want to work with, and they will want to help us to do this. That was one of the 607 ideas we got. We went to our main board, they supported us, we reduced our budget by £250,000, and we guaranteed payment from application within 28 days.
Excellent.
Whether we've been paid or not by the client. And we were still, to this day, 10 years later, working through that 607 list. We dismissed the ideas which were a bit rude, but it really stopped the staff in their tracks, and they believe these guys are really serious about this. I counselled for 2 years half of my week, and half of my week was going around the businesses over 2 years, visiting sites, talking about the cornerstones, galvanised action, looking for what they're doing on that site. Could they even remember what the cornerstones were, what we're trying to achieve?
Sure.
How they were planning those into their programs.
Sure.
And another example of that was that they felt that, you know, they would need to be someone to coordinate the day-to-day activity, the detail of the plan over not just the 5 years, but the you know, every week, every month.
Sure.
So we said that's correct. That's a great thing to do. So we went out and we budgeted again for a perfect delivery manager, which we brought in immediately to help us internally to assist me in actually running it. So that we had a team of 2 running this. And slowly we started putting markers in the ground. We picked some easy wins on easy jobs where we could get perfect delivery, because the majority, to get perfect delivery, you had to hit all 4 cornerstones, not 3 or 2 or 1, but all 4 of them on every job to get PD. So what we did is we picked a few easy wins, because of the scepticism is that we will never be able to do this. You know, every site manager said it's going to be impossible to get perfect delivery. So we picked 1 job in each of the teams we have. And when they got perfect delivery and they had the form signed by the client, signed by all the consultants, not us judging it, but our clients and the consultants are judging it, then it would prove that it was possible. Now, clearly, when you've done it on 1 job, all the other site managers and project managers see that and you go, oh, well, of course, he had an easier job than me. But it does start the barrel rolling down the hill, and that's what it did do. And in our first year of perfect delivery, we achieved 24% PD. So, in fact, we were already, there was some great practice within the organisation, and we were already doing it but didn't even know that we were doing it in some cases. And that was the end of the first year. Last year, some 10 years later, we're now at 93%. And if you talk to our staff now, it's part of the DNA of the company. It's just the way we do business. You know, we perfectly deliver a project. It's, you know, people who do that. It has changed our industry too. There's a lot of, and I suppose it's a compliment, there's a lot of people out there with their own form of perfect delivery in different ways, but as our clients say to us a lot of times, and the consultants say to us, is we know that you mean it and we know you deliver it.
Sure.
It's not a marketing tool, it's an action. So it's all about the product. It's getting the product right, it's getting all the great practice into place, it's nailing those thoughts that I can do this, because very much it's the saying of, you know, if you believe you can, and if you believe you can't, you can't. So the people who didn't think it was possible didn't. But they very soon saw them being left behind, and sort of the galvanization of the site staff particularly was quite fantastic. It even took probably, in some cases, 2 to 3 years to get even every director of every division on board to do it as part of their own process and day.
Thanks very much, Steve. There are more videos on this subject on our website, so please take some time and check them out.